Hey, welcome to Luke and Lewis, a very special Tasmanian episode. Oh, it just started to rain.
Hell yeah.
Great. We're at a very scenic place. I'm here with Keelan. There's going to be an upcoming episode that features just Luke and probably Meg as well.
Yep.
Because at the moment he's trapped in WA. So we refuse to re-enter the Zoom era again.
Until next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boo! So enjoy this while you can, guys. We're at you're feeling really unhappy about this rain?
Well, look at the big dark ominous cloud.
God, well that's exciting. This episode we might get rained off, you know?
Yeah.
What do they call that in sports? I've never played one. Washed out.
Washed out.
Yeah, washed out.
Or
as
if you're
opposed
at
to
high school in America, intermittent weather.
Oh, we used to do that, intermittent weather in high school.
Oh, wasn't it called a wet day timetable here?
Oh, yeah, wet day timetable, true. And you could stay indoors and read books. They were always my favourite days.
I hated that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Dork.
No, you're the dork for wanting to stay inside and play on the computer all day.
The cool people wanted to skip recess and read a book. That's common knowledge.
I don't remember it that way. I don't think my high school did that, actually. I think they made us suffer.
Oh, they're just like, fuck you. Go outside. Get pneumonia.
From memory. Yeah.
So you didn't have a wet day timetable at all?
Only in primary school.
You just got fucked.
Yeah, and then the American high school I went to only had a wet day timetable if it was like snowing.
Right. Yeah, okay. Man, it's been snowing a little bit where we are.
The rain stopped.
Okay, that's good. I can't wait till it starts again.
We never hit the intro button.
Oh. Welcome to the show, guys.
I love the fart sound.
Yeah, it is really good.
Yeah.
Just trying to remember what it sounds like. Guys, we got a big noise complaint today. We got a big noise complaint. Well, a couple days ago, right?
Yeah.
Greeley came over and we were hanging out. We watched Dave Chappelle's comedy special. Amazing.
Yep.
One of the best specials I've ever seen, I thought. And then afterwards, Greeley went to have a cigarette because he is Greeley, and he stood outside the front of the house and he was talking. Now, the way our street's structured is, for whatever reason, noise in the street just travels. Now, it's only 8 p.m. and it's on a Friday night, so we're not too worried about noise, but we are in the wankiest suburb in Tasmania.
And we are talking about some heinous shit.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about some pretty horrific stuff. What was being discussed? I can't really remember.
We were talking about some guy he met in prison. And
the
crimes he used to do.
Yeah, not the crimes Greeley used to do. The crimes that the guy he met in prison used to do. Yeah. And he was in Mac. So it was not a nice conversation at all. And it was quite loud. And Greeley's out there having a cigarette. And, dude, whenever Greeley comes to our suburb, he's been here a few times now, right? You haven't walked around with him. I've walked around the suburb with him a couple of times now, and every single person in our suburb who looks at Greeley is disgusted that he's anywhere near them. I was walking past the fancy French bakery, right? And there's this guy walking his $6,000 designer dog, right? Just worth more than me and Greeley combined, this fucking dog. Probably smarter too.
Yeah.
And he looks at Greeley and then sees like a guy. He looks at Greeley, who is a man in a hoodie with a hood up, smoking a cigarette with a walking stick.
Wearing only trackies,
with a face tattoo. And the look he gave Greeley was like, I assume, the look he would give someone when they suggested that he adopt a dog from the pound. Ugh. A commoner dog? Disgusting. I want to spend $6,000 on a dog that all of its siblings died because the mother is inbred. That's the type of industry I want to support. Yuck. Not some poor little dog that just needs a loving home. Euthanize that guy. I want the expensive designer dog.
Facts. Euthanize the dogs at the pound. Now!
Because that's what a dog should be. A flex.
Euthanized.
Well, yeah, that's what a poor person's dog should be. Put down. All right? Everyone's, dogs, all this nonsense about dogs being companions or members of the family or loving things that bring light into your home, that's bullshit. What a dog really should be is a flex.
Did
like a
you see
Gucci handbag.
The puppy that was here when we came over,
Expensive dog.
very small.
Yeah.
Size of the coffee cup.
Yeah. Definitely a design. It was like blue. You ever seen a fucking blue dog and you're like, man, that shit's money.
But speaking of dogs from the pound, so I go on RSPCA a lot to just look at dogs.
Why?
Because I want one.
But doesn't it just make you sad?
No.
Because you can't adopt them?
Because I'm quite a selfish guy.
Right.
So I look at them and go, oh, ugly. And,
yeah, okay.
And it made me really sad when Jazz adopted that cat. And she goes like, oh, you know, if you don't adopt them within a week, they get put down.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I've always gone, yuck, ugly dog. And just realised that hundreds of dogs I've called ugly are now dead.
Yeah. Yeah, and that brightens your day up a little bit.
No, it doesn't brighten my day, but also ugly dog.
I reckon we should start doing that with ugly people. Although, then there wouldn't be anyone left in Tasmania.
No.
So anyway, Greeley's at our house talking about just some fucking horrid shit that this other guy in prison did to some poor people, right? and then this old guy from across the street, like super old, comes out to like complain about the noise, and he takes 3 steps outside of his house. Greeley turns around and then he just goes back in his house. Doesn't say anything. Greeley didn't say anything. Greeley's a really nice guy, but he doesn't look like one. So Greeley just turns around and the guy just poos his pants and goes back in the house.
The man's wearing slippers in a purple dressing gown.
Oh,
I was in the doorway. I noticed him, so I walked out with Greeley and poked my head around the bush we've got.
Yeah.
And then I waved. I said hello, and the guy didn't say anything and just turned around and walked back inside. Greeley looks at his watch and goes, "It's 8 p.m."
Which the guy definitely would have been able to hear. It's 8 p.m. What? I can't talk about my mate killing people at 8 p.m. in the richest suburb in Tasmania with a face tat and a cigarette. I can't talk about heinous crimes committed against innocents. What is this? Prison? Used to be. Right.
This place used to be a colony.
Yeah, a prison colony. There's a big gun, a big cannon behind us. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you should be able to. Big, massive cannon, right? And I, as a joke, I needed to wee. I'm like, I'm going to go piss on the cannon. And Keelan goes, "Don't, that's disrespectful." And I went, "Yeah, I'm obviously joking. I would never piss on a cannon, all right?"
Well, I
would never piss on a war monument. What am I, a fake tradie in high-vis? Right? So I go, "I'm going to piss on the war memorial." He goes, "Don't, that's disrespectful." And then as I walk past it to go and wee on the trees, I see that some Tasmanian has already beaten me to it, and on the cannon, they've graffitied "fucking bang." I just think that's so funny that that's not at someone's tag. That's not someone's name. He doesn't want any notoriety. He just thinks it's quite funny to go "fucking bang." It's raining a lot now. So anyway, noise complaint update.
Did you get the note?
What?
Did you bring the note with you?
Yeah, I did. It's in the car.
Oh, good. Of
right.
course.
Yeah, which is really useful for this episode, considering we're going to talk about it. The next morning, I get a text from Rosie. I'm in bed. She's downstairs, and she goes, "The old man's trying to get in the house." And so I come down. I'm like, "Am I going to have to put an 80-year-old man in hospital? Because I will." Absolutely, right? So she's like, "Oh, he's trying to come into the house." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then I come in, Rosie's all freaked out. And then I open the door to go and yell at the guy. And then I notice there's a little note underneath the door. So he wasn't trying to get in. He was just trying to pass a note underneath the door. And then it's like a card, right? Like a birthday card size thing. And I open it up, and it's like 6 paragraphs of cursive writing. And I went, "Oh, fuck, here we go." And I read it, and it was, man, the loveliest note I've ever read in my life. Really sweet.
Really sad.
Really nice, really sad. He explained a few things going on at home, and he just said, "I know you guys are new, not sure if you're aware, but the sound travels directly into everyone's house. So if you're talking out the front of your house, the whole street can hear it." Really lovely. And he's like, "I don't mean any offense by this, so I really hope you don't take any, because that's not my intention." And then he invited us to church. So I've thrown a rock through his window with my response. And it says, "Fuck you, old man."
There's like a paragraph that talks about how lots of people walk down the street
Yeah.
when they're walking down to the city and they make lots of noise.
Yeah.
And then I realized that that's you and me screaming, I'm gay, whenever we're coming home from the gym or swimming. I'm gay!
Yeah, he's gone. He goes something like, I'm sure you've heard at nighttime. Often people walking home from the club will be loud, and me and Killer read that and go, that's us. He doesn't know that's us, because we'll get over from the gym, we'll get out of the car, and Killer will go, I'm gay. Which is really fucked, because I've actually at 1 a.m. I've been woken up a few times, because I live in the room that's right close to the wall that faces the street. I've woken up multiple times from people just walking down the street, not being loud, just having normal conversations. So you screaming "I'm gay" in the street would just go straight into everyone's bedroom.
Pretty good.
It is pretty good, isn't it?
The raining should stop. I see some blue, so give it 10 minutes
that's
and
good.
it
It
should
is
stop.
passing, isn't it? I hope it's passing. I'm fucking freezing. So anyway, I saw the old man today.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I apologized, and he was really nice.
Yeah, well, I say good morning to him every morning.
Yeah. Keelan's got this thing going where he says good morning to every person, which definitely started as a joke, but
And
now
now
has become his passion.
I really like it, and I get upset if people don't respond.
Yeah, but everyone responds.
Everyone.
The woman with the designer dog said good morning to us unprompted.
Yeah.
When I went to the gym this morning without you because you're lazy, a woman
Hey.
said, "What?
That's not true.
What do you mean?
Not lazy.
Where were you?
In bed.
Lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, lazy behavior. Well, what?
You didn't come swimming 3 times last week with me.
That's because I was working hard on other things.
Asleep in the middle of the day.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, okay, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, who cares? Now, Keelan says hello to the old man in the street.
Good morning.
Normal. He says good morning. Normal good morning, just like everyone else. And I've been really amused by everyone saying good morning, hello, hi. This man just fucking suplexed Keelan. Just alphaed him. Big dogged him. Most alpha energy thing I've ever seen. Keelan goes, good morning. And he goes, and a fantastic one at that. Good morning to you. Really loud.
He's a nice guy.
He's very theatrical.
Yeah.
When I saw him, I said, oh, hey, we're in this one. Sorry for being loud. We didn't realize that it goes into your house. We knew. 100% we knew. Right? In fact, we thought it was quite humorous that Greeley was telling horrific tales of just heinous shit that had landed this man in prison.
The idea of tormenting him and having him and his wife up in the middle of the night terrified amuses me. It does, though.
It is.
It's funny. That reminds me of my grandparents.
Yeah. What, tormenting your grandparents?
No, just I know what their reaction to that would be.
Man, it would be fucking horrifying if he gives me the vibe of like a guy who's always had money and he's lived in a nice place his whole life. The idea of just hearing just this, so anyway, this happened and that happened and they got really hurt and that's why he's in prison. But while he was in prison, he did this, which is really bad.
Yeah.
And just the idea of that going directly into some 81-year-old man's bedroom is pretty funny while he puts on his purple dressing gown to complain about the noise and then pussy out. As he should, to be honest. That's street smart stuff. Anyway.
Let me just give a wipe down of the camera.
Oh, yeah, the camera's getting very wet. I'll tell this story with 2 mics. So, it's getting quite wet. I wonder if this story is going to sound twice as good if I tell it with 2 microphones. So, I say good morning to the guy and I apologize. And he's super theatrical. He goes, that's absolutely no worries. I just wanted to let you know that whenever you talk outside the front of your house, it goes directly into my house. Like he was performing. He was talking like he was some kind of magician. And he was wearing like a great, old man hat. You know those old cunts in hats? Gave me the vibe of what I'll be when I'm 80. Like I'll still be dressing how I dress when I'm 80. That's what he's doing. He's wearing a nice houndstooth jacket. And then at the end of his letter, he invited us all to church. So We're not going, but it is a nice gesture. And that's just how old the guy is. He's like, oh, invite the new people to church. He's 81. What a king. I'm honestly surprised, judging by the stories that Greeley told, that he didn't just die hearing them. It's getting very wet. We're at a big danger of getting washed out here. And we're back. Okay, now, obviously, it's what we should probably do is have an update to the housing situation, right? Obviously, lots of mice. We've got a few roommates. We've got a severe mouse infestation in the property. But on the bright side of things, we are currently renovating. I'm renovating at the moment. There's a big renovation happening. A lot of hard work being put into it, and I'm excited to see the results. Yeah, and so I think it's a renovation that's needed to come. It's been sorely needed because the place has been, honestly, dilapidated for a while. In fact,
what a big word.
Yeah, it is a big word.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the place isn't falling apart, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got good bones, a good foundation, but the outside of it is fucked.
You can tell it once was in good condition.
When initially when it was built and when it was well maintained was probably a really great place. But ever since then, it's just been, lack of care.
Yeah.
It's starting to fall apart. It's just sloppy. And that's why the renovation has started. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce that I am officially renovating Keelan's rig. I'm a professional renovator. As you guys know, I used to be a personal trainer, and now I'm more of a renovator. I'm going to redo this whole rig, and I'm going under my own renovation at the moment as well. And some results are showing.
Yep.
And I'm really happy that every day we wake up, other than today, lazy. We get into renovating.
Yeah.
Keelan's been taking me swimming and coaching me through swimming. Coach Keelan, Team Wet Cunts.
Yeah.
And I have been taking him to the gym, and I'm riding us a 5-day split workout program, and it's going great.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Day 2, and I can't move my fucking upper body.
Man, this camera situation. I think the rain stopped now. Maybe.
I just wanted to make sure it doesn't get any more wet. That's what she said. Actually, why would she say that?
Why would she say that?
Hang on, I can't feel anything. I'm too wet.
Disgusting. Why would you? That had nothing to do with the camera. That's just gross. Yuck.
Yeah, that was a bit.
That was disgusting.
That was a bit much.
What would Luke think?
Call. Oh, he's on a call. Okay, never mind.
I guess we'll never know. So we started the renovation. We've been swimming pretty much 5 days a week, and I want to get us up to going to gym 5 days a week. And we're going to come back. I know there's been a lot of talk on this show about how Keelan and I are lazy slobs, and Luke is like a runner, and he's out there in the world gym. Tables have turned, okay? Luke Kidgel is the laziest man on this show.
Laziest man I've ever met.
Laziest man I've ever met in my life. Perhaps even the laziest man on earth at this point.
I'd say so.
I mean, all he does is wake up, eat hot chip, and lie. That's all he does.
Yeah.
He goes, I go... He wakes up,
Yeah.
he smashes a fistful of hot chips.
Hot chip.
And then he goes, I'm in the world gym. When in reality, he's just outside taking Instagram stories, not doing anything. And he posts photos or videos of himself breathing hard, like that's evidence that he's worked out. That could be evidence that he just got out of bed.
Have you noticed that sometimes we'll be doing Zoom episodes and we'll be like, all right, we're going to start recording at like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And then at 8:30 he'll be like, all right, I'm back and I'm ready.
Yeah.
Where were you, Luke? Oh, I was out in the world gym.
Yeah. Right. So, firstly, lie. He doesn't work out. Secondly, if he did work out, let's say in a theoretical universe, impossible world, upside down, topsy turvy land, Luke Kidgel was actually out there in the world gym working out.
Pure fantasy.
Why would he do that when he knows when we're recording?
That is a question we all ask.
Yeah. And what's the answer?
He's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, well, okay. I was more waiting for was he's just disrespectful. That's more what I was fishing for. But, I appreciate the good try, basically. But you know, now the renovation has begun. It's reno season, okay? And I've lifted up the hood, and I'm going to be changing everything. We're gutting everything. We're changing the fixtures. We're changing the lights. We're changing the paint. We're changing the walls. And when we leave Tasmania,
Yeah.
it'll be a couple of like fully modernized, fully renovated sick rigs walking out of Tasmania.
Yeah. Of your renovation, have you taken before photos?
Yes, I have.
I have as well.
Yeah.
They will never see the light of day anywhere else but my phone.
Yeah.
But I've taken them.
So you're so embarrassed by your before photos that even if you have good after ones, you can't post them?
I'd have to be a 10 to post them.
A 10, right. So they'll never see the light of day.
It'd have to be one where like you'd look at the first one and go, what is that? And you look at the second one and go, I'm horny.
Okay, all right. Okay. So we might have to the jacket's covering the lens. What we might have to do then is we might have to do like a soft launch of the after photos, right?
Yeah.
Where we don't release the before photos, but we do send a few people in your life the after photos, your girlfriend, your mum.
Yeah.
And if they come back and say, "Oh, that makes me horny."
Okay, maybe not to my mum.
Yeah.
Maybe she can't say that. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I didn't say that she would say that.
You just did. You
No.
said it, and if they respond, ooh,
I said
horny.
if. I didn't say she would. I said if. It's a very clear difference.
Yeah, okay.
In fact, I don't think she would say that.
That's on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, exactly.
Cool.
That's
This episode is something.
yeah, it is. It is something. It's all about. I mean, this is just the block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for it. You know, I know a guy who used to work on the block.
Really?
He was a tradie.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he? Is that it? That's.
I'm sorry.
Man, surely you could have gone anywhere with that. Sometimes when sometimes when I think I'm about to start something that goes nowhere, you know what I do? Zip. And I don't say it. But you're like, man, you know my favorite color is red? Oh, yeah? And you're like, yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to be heard.
I feel like I haven't spoken enough today. I thought I should just put that out there.
Well, this is a great time to jump into our pet peeves.
Oh, yeah, cool.
My pet peeve, Keelan, when he says something that goes nowhere.
Okay.
This is something we've wanted to do on the show for a while.
Yeah.
Is just go through our pet peeves.
Yep.
And were we going to call Luke Kidgel and see if he has any pet peeves as well?
Yeah, but he's on a phone call right now.
Who's he talking to that's more important than us?
I don't know, probably his business manager. I'm not sure.
Business manager.
One of my biggest pet peeves, and I experience this
Does
every...
Luke Kidgel own a KFC?
What do you mean?
Well, he's a business manager. What has he got? 35 franchises? He needs a whole business manager?
Man,
His brother. All right? Let's get that clear. Don't tell me he's talking to his business manager. He's talking to his brother,
Sorry, yes.
who helps him book a few shows.
Talking to Jag.
Yeah, who does the accounting.
Yeah.
Business manager. I'll call him a business manager when Luke owns 6 KFCs.
Okay, I apologize.
No, he does a great job.
My biggest pet peeve, and I experience this every day, I actually experienced this about an hour ago, is we could be getting ready to go somewhere, do something for an hour. And
Hang on. Wait.
Yeah.
Is this going to have anything to do with me?
100% to do with you. We could be doing anything, getting ready to go anywhere, record. I could be like, hey, Lewis, in exactly 1 hour, you have to do a video review. Yeah. You go, sure, certainly. I'd say, Lewis, 5 minutes, we're doing this. Yeah. Yep, easy. As I put on my bag to walk out the door, or I get the video up to do the review, you go, hang on, let me just go to the toilet. Every single fucking day, and it drives me crazy. Luke does the same shit.
Yeah, you know what? Jasmine fucking hates that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I am not doing it on purpose. I literally don't know I need to use the bathroom until it's time to do something else. And then my body goes, hang on a minute. You have to use the bathroom.
Luke does the same thing. We could sit there for an hour and be like, we're recording the episode in 1 hour.
Yeah.
I'd turn the lights on, camera, sound test, everything. I go, we ready to go? He'd go, hang on, I need to go to the toilet.
That's annoying. I hate it when he does it.
Yeah, but you do the same shit. You did
Yeah,
it
yeah.
when we sat down here. I said, Lewis, sit down so I can set focus. And you went, I just need to piss.
Hang on, I need to piss on the cannon. Yeah, okay, look. I will give you this. It's very annoying for me when other people do that. But that's all I'll give you.
Yeah.
And I'll never stop and I don't apologize.
Okay.
Because I literally don't know that I need to wee until the time to do something else has begun.
Are you an adult, though?
I believe so, yes. I have been since I was 18.
Yeah. 10 years.
Yeah, well, 9.
9. Okay. Surely you know the feeling
Mm-hmm. Of what?
when you need to piss.
Yeah, yeah. It feels like when you look at me like, all right, let's start. And then I go, great. Perfect opportunity for me to wee.
Really annoying in the mornings as well. You go down. My bathroom is the bathroom is right next to my bedroom.
Yeah, let's be honest. The bathroom is basically your bedroom.
Yeah. So every time you go to the bathroom, if it's at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever time it is, I have to set white noise on my phone so I don't
you
have
don't
to
hear me. Yeah.
Which is great because
Hey, I'm a courteous man. I will always try to play TikToks when I'm shitting.
yeah, no, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I still don't like the idea of you, doing whatever it is next door.
Whatever it is I do.
So 7 a.m., you get up, you go for your morning piss.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, I'm up. 5 minutes after that, we're both ready. And then you go, hang on, I need to go piss again. It drives me actually fucking up the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what's a pet peeve of yours?
My pet peeve is people who enjoy movies. I am sick to death of people who enjoy movies so much that they feel the need to talk about them after they've seen it. If you talk about
me?
No,
Oh,
you don't
okay.
do this. But if you like, you will see a film and I'll go, oh, how was the movie? And you go, it was great, really liked it.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it. And you go, oh, I really liked how they did this. Great. If you talk to me about a film 3 days after you've seen it, you're annoying. All right? If you're still thinking about a movie that you saw 3 days beforehand, you are annoying. You're an annoying friend. I don't want to talk about a movie that you saw 3 days ago and how insightful you thought it was. All right? You know the thing about insight, the most important thing about insight?
Yep.
The in bit. Keep it in. I don't want to hear it.
That's fair. That's good.
Have you ever been friends with someone who really enjoys movies and they
Yeah.
have to talk to you about it?
Yeah, my friend Steven, yeah.
Insufferable.
All the time.
And I don't know if it's worse to hear them talk about a movie that you have seen or a movie that you haven't seen.
Haven't seen.
You reckon that's more annoying?
Like, man, actually on movies, you know what I do fucking hate? When you're talking, you say like, oh, Lewis, I've seen, I've seen the latest episode of The Walking Dead. It's crazy. And then that person you're talking to will go, no spoilers, no spoilers. Shut up. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Yeah, me saying it's good is not spoilers.
Yeah, that fucking shits me so much.
Yeah. Like you go every day, man, Squid Game. Wait till you see this episode. And I go, oh, I'm excited.
And then you watch the episode.
Yeah, and I go, dude, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And then you like, wait till you see the next one. It's even crazier. And I go, wow, great. So, yeah, people who enjoy movies. What's your next one?
People who make small talk, I hate that. Like,
That's you every morning.
Every morning.
Good morning. You are the guy.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, say
You don't want anything more than a good morning. So you don't want small talk. You want minuscule talk.
minuscule talk.
So you want
Get to the
good morning, and nothing more. If they say anything after good morning, you're like, that's it. I'm annoyed.
Okay, what a good example is, say you and I are working over Zoom.
Yeah.
And if you needed something from me, I hate when someone goes, hey, Keelan, how are you? I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm good. What are you up to? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, can you do this for me?
Yeah, you hate
Cut
that.
straight to the point.
Yeah.
Hey, man, can you do this?
Yeah, you hate manners.
Yeah, yeah, manners. Yes, I hate manners.
Yeah, I've noticed. No, that is okay.
I actually hate
Depends
manners.
the situation. All right, you and me, I don't do that with you because we work together so often that we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
We've done our small talk every morning when you're like, hey, can we go? You're like, hang on, I need a piss. That's our small talk, right? But it is annoying if it's like a guy that I know but I don't talk to all the time.
Yeah.
When you see that text message come on, you're like, hey man, how are you? And you're like, what does this cunt want?
You're just responding, waiting for the request.
Yeah, yeah.
Also-
but you know what is really nice is when you say, oh, I'm good, blah blah blah. You have a bit of back and forth, and then they go, cool man,
Nah,
and then that's it.
nah.
You don't even want a conversation.
No.
I'm actually pleasantly surprised by the, hey, how you going? Oh, you doing this? Cool, I'm doing that. And then that's it. I'm like, oh, fuck, he just wanted to say hello. That's nice.
Nah,
You don't
I'm
like that.
95% give me value or take something from me, nothing else.
Right.
Like, you, Rosie, like the few people in my life that are my friends,
Yeah.
different.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like a work thing or
Yeah.
like a personal friend who's not really a friend,
Yeah.
give me nothing else
Yeah.
other than the task.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I used to work at Red Rooster, I worked at a couple different places. I was never friends with the people who worked there.
No.
I was always
Never.
do the job, don't
Yeah.
talk to anyone, go home.
I love doing that. At
I
the
hate-
call center.
I hate
Yeah.
unnecessary manners and politeness.
I worked in call centers from when I was 18 to when I was maybe 20. I can't remember. It was a couple years, I think. I think it was like 19 or 20 when I finally quit and did comedy full time. I think it was 20, right? And I didn't go to after work drinks or any work event once. I would say no every single time. I would not have lunch with anyone else that I was there. Because in my mind, I was like, if I be friends with you, I will have an attachment to this place. I want to feel trapped so I can be motivated to escape.
That's true.
And it made working there hell. It made it awful. But it
Yeah.
motivated me to get out. I remember one day, a guy who was really nice, I actually kind of liked him. After work, he comes like, hey man, you should come out to, we're going here, you should come out. And it sounded great. And I went, oh, sorry, man, no. And he goes, oh, are you busy? And I liked him so much that I didn't want to lie to him. And I just went, no, I just want to go home. And he was like, oh.
Well, that's honest. I like honesty.
Yeah. I mean, he was quite offended and he never invited me out ever again.
Well, that's good.
But that is good.
You got the message.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Another pet peeve, shorts that go over the knee.
Yeah.
Firstly, kind of shorts in general, but shorts that go over the knee.
I have a good thing about this.
And you know who always wears shorts that go over the knee? Short guys. So it looks even worse. You never see a tall guy wearing over the knee shorts, and it might be because they're tall, but you always see short guys wearing. And honestly, short guys look better than tall guys with the real short shorts. Mm-hmm. They look much better than tall guys do.
Yeah. Man,
But they're always wearing the over the knee shorts.
This is going to split the audience, the American audience. So the Americans, I experienced this first-hand bullying when I went to American high school.
Yeah.
You know, in Australia, how we wear our shorts like here, maybe a little bit lower.
Yeah, we wear them like either a little bit above the knee or like 3/4, like way above the knee.
Yeah, and that's like...
No, like 1/4.
Yeah, that's like common here.
Yeah.
That's the fashion.
Yeah.
I went to America and wore shorts that were like here on the first day of summer.
Just above your knee.
Just above my knee. And I got relentlessly bullied all day at school for it. And I was new. They were like, who's this Australian guy? Who's this gay guy walking around all day?
Look at this gay guy. He's showing me too much leg.
What are you, gay? And I was
Really?
like, this is just shorts.
Wearing shorts above the knee is gay.
Yeah.
That's strange. I would say
they
I would
wore
say that
shorts
wearing
up
shorts
here.
below the knee is definitely not gay at all. If you saw a gay bloke walking around with shorts below the knee, you'd be like, is he blind?
Yeah. And it was that like...
But I wouldn't say shorts above the knee is gay.
I never got bullied in high school or school or anything.
Yeah.
But I would count that day as my
bullying.
story.
Your story. So so that was like your 12th reason. You never got to 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was...
That was that bad.
It was bad.
Must be bad because obviously you don't have another story, which means you never wore them again. Did you go out that day and buy some long shorts?
What happened is... So, I live with this family...
Yeah.
I'll say the names, doesn't matter. So Alex was the name of the daughter who was my age, who I went to school with. Mm-hmm. And then Tina was the name of the mother.
Yeah.
And I get home from school that day, and the morning I got into the car, Alex looked at me and was like, you wearing those?
So she tried to warn you.
I was like, they're shorts.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then if the first class I had ceramics, I walk in and the people who I thought were my friends go, what are you wearing? Are you gay?
Hey, you can't be in ceramics class calling someone else gay.
Exactly.
What are you, gay? You're making a pot.
Yeah. And then I get home and Tina, very politely, very kind of her, pulls me aside and goes, would you like to go to the shops tonight? and buy some new clothes.
Wow.
And I was like so confused. What's wrong with my shorts? And then
what did the mum think? Did she hear that you were bullied, or did she not approve of the shorts?
She mustn't have approved of the shorts.
So she had no idea you were being bullied. So she was just piling on. So you got home after a terrible day of being bullied and called gay for wearing shorts like a normal Australian.
Yeah.
And then the mum comes up to you and goes, take them off.
And then, so we bought new shorts. I just never saw a problem with my shorts. And then I moved in with my friend Evan a couple weeks later, and he roasted me for everything I ever wore.
Right.
Which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know. I think that's an American thing. Like, we have school uniforms in Australia. If there are Americans watching, like, there's like maybe 1 or 2 free dress schools in Victoria. And everywhere else is school uniforms. I think it's good. I think it stops bullying. Obviously, it stops bullying because some guy can walk into school with shorts that are like 2 inches too short and get called gay and bullied for an entire day, even by his foster mum. So don't tell me that school uniforms are a bad idea after listening to that story. Imagine a kid who was poor. Are you wearing those again?
Yeah. Fuck. And then one day...
I couldn't imagine every single day coming up with a new fit when I had no job.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just some Australian kid I got an allowance of $200 American a month by the club the Rotary Club that sponsored me to go over. I couldn't afford clothes, so I wore the same shit every day.
Yeah. And you just got made fun of.
Yeah. I was fine with that. I wear the same thing.
Was that weird that you were wearing the same stuff?
Yeah.
Did everyone wear the same stuff?
No. Everyone wore something different every day.
Wow.
But it was so funny that the different people I lived with had different standards.
Yeah.
Like Evan was a real fashionista and dressed up proper every day. And the other guy I lived with, Cameron, just put on clothes.
Yeah.
Similar to how I do it.
Yeah. King energy.
Just goes pants, shirt, done.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fucking lit.
Pet peeve? Are you out?
I had one. No, I had one.
I think I might have one more. Oh, I've got a great one to close us out if you have one more.
Oh, I have to think of it. I had one. It was a good one. It was going to spark some debate.
Okay. I'll go with mine. You think of yours, all right? This one is my ultimate pet peeve. I fucking hate it. I really hate. This is my biggest pet peeve. Guys who make the noise. Guys who go... I hate that shit so much.
That doesn't happen that often, though.
No, it doesn't happen very often, but whenever I hear it, I want to slap the guy. That is such a terrible... I don't know why it makes me so angry, but whenever I see a guy do it or make the noise, man, I feel rage bubbling up in me. I've thought about it a lot. I think it's because it's such an unnatural noise. Like, no one like accidentally makes the noise. Like, it's not like laughing. That's very natural, or coughing, or it's not like a noise that humans make accidentally, and then everyone has a different version of it. Every guy is the same, and I think it annoys me so much because that at some point in their life they decided that they were going to be a guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be the guy that makes that noise.
No,
similar
right.
to like toothpick guys. Like, I'm going to be a guy that has a toothpick in my mouth all the time because I think it looks cool. It doesn't. It's annoying, all right? And it's forced. That's what I don't like about it. It's forced. At one point, they decided they were going to be the guy, and for whatever reason, that really annoys me. Just be a guy.
Yeah.
And also, girls never do that.
No, yeah.
That's another.
True.
Maybe that's another thing that annoys me is you never see a girl going, "Yeah, all right." I don't like that.
Yeah.
Does that annoy you or not at all?
I've never noticed it.
You've never noticed it?
No, the only time I've ever noticed that was in the movie Fantastic Mr. Fox. And that's his bit.
That's fine. That's
but
a
everyone
bit.
is making fun of him for doing it.
Yeah, see? It's annoying. I think it's annoying. And you've forgotten.
Well, I
have another pet peeve. Guys who come up with a segment and then forget what they were going to bring to the segment, leaving their co-host just paddling water.
I've got
drowning.
I've got two things.
Okay.
People who like Adam Sandler movies and people who comment on what you eat. Like, no, I don't. Not necessarily like, oh, you're eating shitty food that's bad for your diet. I mean, like, you go to the kitchen, you make yourself food, and they go, "You're hungry." I hate that shit so fucking much.
So you don't like, oh, you're hungry.
Yeah.
Like you're making food, and then no matter what it is, like, oh, you're hungry, are you? That is annoying.
Obviously, I'm
Why
fucking hungry.
That doesn't make me angry, but that's a little bit annoying. You're hungry? No, I'm just.
Or like, yeah, that shit. My dad does that all the time.
Yeah.
Well, like, I'll get to his place like 6. Dinner won't be till 9.
Yeah.
I'll like start eating. Or you hungry? Yes, I've been here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't relate to that one?
Not really. Although I normally never eat, so
Yeah.
I'm never like. No one has the opportunity to go, oh, you're hungry.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what does annoy me? My girl does this. There will be dinner at 6 or 7 or at any time. There will be a meal. Maybe we're going out for lunch. Maybe we're cooking dinner at when there's a meal at a certain time, right?
Yeah.
That I know about, and we're both going to go to, let's say it's dinner, 8 p.m., right? If I eat a single morsel of food anywhere between 6 and 8, my girlfriend will get very upset. And she'll go, you're not going to eat dinner. You've ruined it. We're supposed to have dinner and you're eating food now. You've ruined it. And I'll go, I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
And I know that I haven't forgotten dinner. I know it's in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm eating now to get me to dinner, so that I'm not in a foul mood from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m.
That's
She's going,
important.
no, you're not gonna enjoy. And that's what shits me. She'll go, you're not gonna enjoy dinner, and I'll go, no, I'm eating now, and I know I'm gonna be hungry again here, and I'm gonna eat dinner. She goes, no, you're not gonna enjoy it though.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I am gonna eat it. She goes, yeah, but you're not gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, but also, like, depending on company, you probably weren't going to enjoy it in the first place. Right?
No, if it's just me and Jazz, I will. But otherwise, you're right. Yeah, yeah. If it's me and my girl, I'll love it. I'll enjoy it a lot. If it's me, my girl, and anyone else, probably
that's
not
right.
going to like it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I
That
hadn't
does
experienced
really
that
annoy me.
necessarily,
But so her pet peeve is when I eat 2 hours before dinner. My pet peeve is her pet peeve.
I think you do bring up a good point of like eating before you go out so that you're not in a foul mood while you wait.
Yeah, and
That's a good
also
thing.
because if I'm hungry at like 6 and dinner isn't until 8, when we get there, I will want to go, fuck the small talk. What's everyone ordering? Let's order right now. And then when the food gets there, I'm not going to talk to anyone. I'm just going to be shoveling food in my mouth.
Yeah.
And then I won't enjoy the food because I'm just eating it to stop being hungry.
That's right.
And I say this to her every time, and it took her... honestly, it used to make her so angry, so upset, and it took her years of me proving. Like, I used to intentionally eat 2 hours before the thing, and then go, you see how I'm eating this meal now and enjoying it at the actual meal, just so she could get, oh, okay, he can do that.
That's funny.
Because she can't do that, but I can. And I go, well, I know when I'm going to eat, and I know I'm hungry now, so I'm eating now.
That's interesting.
But it will also probably annoy her because I would just not have lunch. So we'd have dinner at whatever time, and then I would have breakfast and skip lunch, and then I would have my lunch 2 hours before we're leaving for dinner. So she'd freak out, you should have had lunch. Like, well, I'm hungry now.
Yeah. Yeah, Phoebe actually gets upset with me, similar to what you were saying. We'll rock up to a restaurant.
Yeah.
I'll go, I want this. Waiter, I want this. And then she'll be like, I haven't had time.
Yeah. That is annoying.
No, yeah, it's sure.
No. That annoys... If I were you, I would be annoyed at her.
Yeah.
Look, we're
Hurry
in a
up and
restaurant,
pick.
we're here to eat.
Hurry up and pick.
Because I think... Here's what I think. I think that I'm 27 now. I've been here for 27 years. I've been an adult with my own money for almost 10 years.
Okay.
I'm a firm believer in the idea that I have eaten every type of food that I'm going to regularly eat.
Yeah, regularly.
Like, there'll be like different types of food that I'll try for the first time that are not like meals now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll have like, fancy liver. You know, I've never had that before, and I'm sure it's lovely, but that's not something that I would regularly eat. If out of all of the staple foods, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I think that I've tried every type of food that I'm ever going to eat again in my life, like regularly. So when I go to a restaurant that does one of those types of food, pasta, burger, Japanese, Indian, this or that, I, at least in my head, know what I'm going to get before I even arrive at the restaurant. So if you're at an Italian place looking at all the pastas, you're wasting my time. Because I know you're going to get bolognese, like you always do, or whatever your favorite pasta is. No matter what Italian restaurant I'm at, I know I'm getting the carbonara. I don't need to look at the menu.
That's like going to a pub with Luke.
Yeah.
Don't look at the menu, man.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting.
I know he's getting a Parma. He looks at the menu every fucking time, and every fucking time he gets a Parma. Even when he's had a Parma for lunch, he'll still get it for dinner. And then he'll go, I feel like shit, I shouldn't have got 2 Parmas. And he will always go to the pub because they have Parmas. And then check the menu pretending like, what am I going to get? We know what you're going to get. You're getting the Parma, Luke.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So we had a very big night last Friday night. Saturday night, whatever. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I don't want to tell the story anymore.
Every Saturday night, Rosie loves going out, getting dressed up.
I have been, ever since I moved here, I've been going out every Saturday night.
Yeah.
I want to jump off the cliff.
It's fun.
It's effort. It's tough.
We had a miss last week.
Yeah,
we went to a Thai restaurant.
Yeah.
And then we went home early. And I was pissed.
That was so good.
I was pissed as in I was drunk.
Yeah.
And pissed. I was angry that we left so early.
Yeah, you were drunk because you smashed 2 Long Island iced teas, 10 shots.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. In 2 minutes.
Yeah. We've been every week we go out, we get Long Island iced teas because Rosie's a lightweight and it's hilarious to watch her get pissed on one sip.
Keelan peer pressures Rosie into getting Long Island iced tea. She's like, I just want a vodka soda. And you're like, Long Island iced tea. Now, I'm buying it for you. We get to the bar and you start with, 2 Long Island iced teas. She goes, no, I want a vodka soda. And before she finishes that sentence, she's halfway through the Long Island.
Luke got these vodka sodas from a part of a brand deal, and they've been in our fridge. So every night, every Saturday night before we go out, we have one each. And they're not, I think they're probably like one standard.
Yeah.
By the end of her first one, she's always tipsy.
Yes.
And
she's flying. Every Saturday night starts with her getting tipsy and ends with you and me going, no, let's please go home. That's you, right? Let's please go home at about 10:30. Yeah. At like 12 or 1, you're like, no, Rosie, we're going home. She's like, I feel like we should go to another place. And we're like, no, we're going home. And every time we get home, she's like, what a good decision. I'm so glad we're home.
So we're going out, and I wanted somewhere cheap for beer, and Rosie wanted somewhere cheap for spirits, and you weren't spending a cent, so you wanted somewhere cheap for water.
I wanted somewhere quiet.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I wanted somewhere just to relax with you guys that had enough alcohol to get you two buzzed enough so that I could convince you to come home.
Yeah.
That was my goals for that night.
So we went to this shitty little fucking
lovely, intimate, beautiful, nice pizza bar.
Kitchen closed at 9.
Yeah.
The owner was a real piece of work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was rude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the atmosphere
was
great.
Horrific.
Really nice.
Terrible.
Quiet, music playing. It was like nice and dim. Real intimate. Great place to have a nice conversation.
Really boring.
Really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're sitting there and some guy comes up. What does he say? He goes, I'm the owner of this bar across the road, this club across the road.
Yeah.
You guys are welcome all night. Free drinks, VIP access.
Yeah. And as soon as he said that, I thought, oh, fuck. Rosie's going to make us go. And as soon as she heard VIP access, she's like, oh, I've never been in a VIP before. And I thought, get ready to be disappointed. She thought it was the coolest shit ever, that it was the DJ that was playing that night. It wasn't the owner, it was the DJ. He comes over and goes, hey, mate, big fan of your work. I'm playing a set. I've got a big VIP section. You're welcome. Free drinks all night. And Rosie's just shocked. She's like, oh my God, that's so cool. She thinks it's the coolest shit ever.
I thought it was cool.
It was pretty
VIP.
cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. That's the first time that I've been in a lot of VIP sections before. That's the first time where it's been like my VIP section. You know, like I was the VIP. I was always the VIP's mate. The first time that I was the VIP, and then I had the mates.
It's definitely not that cool when you realize it's not VIP because you get special treatment. It's VIP so you don't get mobbed.
Yeah. But you know what? It was actually one of the better clubbing experiences I've had.
Yeah.
Because it's all the benefits of clubs.
Yeah.
With none of the downside. So it's like cool music, great atmos. There's drinks everywhere, but you're not mobbed by people. So there's room to dance, and you can talk to your friends. And also, I'm not getting swamped by people like wanting photos and all that kind of stuff. So I can enjoy my time with my friends.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
It was fun, and there was one point the DJ comes and he just hands you, me, Rosie, and himself. He's got the little glasses, and I really thought there was water in there.
Yeah, so he gives us. I always feel so rude when this happens. So me and the DJ, we spoke at the bar, and he met me at a bar, and then the next time I see him is when he's playing. So we can't talk. I just say hello, hi, thanks for inviting us, blah blah, and then we go off in our own thing, and I let him work. And then I always feel so rude when guys who don't know I drink, don't know that I don't drink, come up to me with drinks.
Yes.
And he comes up to us with 4 shots. Really nice gesture. He's having a little break, and he's like, hey, I'm so glad you're here. Here you go, a bit of hospitality. And I went, thank you so much. I don't drink. Gave it to Keelan.
And I thought there was water in them because they were water glasses. They weren't shot glasses.
Yeah.
So I've gone, oh, very kind of you.
But they were like a quarter full.
I don't know.
You had too many Long Islands.
Yeah, and I just sculled it, and it was a vodka shot.
Yeah.
And it was awful.
Oh,
it got me feeling it. I felt it, Mr. Krabs.
Free drinks when you're in the VIP section is like one free drink is actually 3 because
because
it's always gotten by either the DJ or the owner or the runner, right? And the person behind the bar goes, "Ooh, special drink for special person."
Yeah,
I'm gonna try and kill them.
So we got shots. I think I had 2 shots. Rosie had 1 shot. DJ had 1
but each shot was definitely 2 shots
for sure.
At least
it was like that much. Yeah. And then we also got vodka sodas.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a big fan of the vodka sodas, but I'm polite
Rosie
enough
loves
to drink them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's carbonated spirits.
Yeah.
It's not very nice.
Yeah.
And I took my first sip, and it was just like gasoline.
Yeah.
It wasn't mixed. It was like half.
Yeah, because the runner after the shots, the runner goes, "Oh, can I get you guys?" He comes up to me and goes, "Oh, can I get you a drink?" And I went, "I would like 2 vodka sodas because that's the only drink that I know the name of because it was discussed briefly at the start of the night, right?" So I would like 2 vodka sodas, and he goes and he runs and he brings them back. So he's bringing them for me. Yeah. So he thinks that I'm going to be double parked. So that's why they were strong because that's a favor to a VIP because that would normally be quite expensive. And I went, now this is rude. I didn't tell him they were for you, right? So he brings them back, and I go, "Thank you so much." He puts them both in my hands, and then I go like this, and in front of him, give him straight to you and Rosie. And he was like, "Oh, yeah." And I was like, "I don't drink."
The runner guy, I don't know his name, was the most enthusiastic helper I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he owned the place. He was like in his mid-30s, maybe.
He was fucking early 20s.
No
the dude
way.
with the mullet?
No way.
Yeah.
That guy was in his mid-20s?
You don't think?
Bro, the way he was dancing like my dad. Dude, how Tasmanian is that? You know what? I'm going to side with you. I reckon he's a mid-20s guy that looked late 30s, and he was dancing like a daggy dad.
He was nice.
Yeah, he was nice.
Enthusiastic.
Yeah,
and
but
he was
don't tell me that he didn't have dad energy.
Yeah, dad energy for sure.
Although, he could just be a young father because he is Tasmanian.
I don't think he would be a father. Could be a father.
Why is that?
I'm cutting that out.
Yeah, I hope you edit that. That's very mean. That guy was very nice to us.
Hey!
What?
I didn't say anything nasty.
No, you didn't. You said something too nice. That was out of character, so we had to edit it out.
Greatest hype man in the world. As the songs are going, he's like over the crowd, like pumping everyone out.
He's not the DJ. he clearly has no idea how to DJ, and he doesn't really know the songs. He's just jumping out, going yeah, and it's a nightclub. No one's really looking at.
No,
people barely look at the DJ. No one was looking at the DJ's mate, and he's going like this and like it reminded me of when I was in primary school. And me and my friends were playing soccer, and I sucked at it, and I just got left behind, and then there was this big pack of people trying to get the ball in one direction or another, and I was really far away, and I was yelling, "Go around the left! Go around the left!" And like they couldn't hear me, but I thought they could, and they did what I said. And in my stupid brain, I was like, "That's because we got the goal because of my coaching from fucking literally 100 meters away." That's what it gave me, that vibe of he was like, man, everyone's having fun because I'm doing this. But it's just coincidence.
And I brought my little Kodak old 2000s camera.
Yeah.
And we were taking photos. And he runs up and he goes, "Let me take a photo of you three."
Yeah.
And he didn't know how to use a camera, which was very funny.
Yeah.
And then he does take 3 or 4 photos, and all of them, your head's completely cut off.
Every single photo, the top of my head is missing. Which, because he was a short guy, because he's from Tasmania, everyone here is short, so I can't blame him. Quite funny photos. Then the VIP section, right? So the VIP section in a nightclub, it's less of a VIP section, more of like place that the DJ decides to keep ugly girls out of.
That's right.
That's what it, and that's not. I'm not saying it's correct. I'm saying it's the reality that we live in. You're not going to see too many threes in a VIP.
Nope.
It's a VIP, not a VI3.
Other than at O Bar in Hobart.
Yeah. But that's, again, a 3 in Hobart. That's actually, a 3 in Melbourne is a 6 in Hobart. Let's say that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good.
Yeah.
Man.
It's like in Los Angeles, a really hot in Melbourne, a really hot person like a 9 is more like a 6 in Los Angeles. In Hobart, the opposite is true.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It was something. It was cool. It was awesome, and I can't speak
awesome
because I'm not a 10.
Yeah.
But man, I looked at you and I went, "Really?"
Well, that's really rude. I looked at them and I went, "Good on them." Everyone gets lucky once in a while.
Yeah.
You looked at them and was like, get them out.
I'm nasty. I'm rude. But at least I know I'm not a 10.
What was quite funny though, there was one girl that actually wasn't ugly, but she was annoying. There was one girl that kept harassing the bouncer because how it worked was, there's stairs up to the DJ booth, and then behind it is the VIP area. And everyone kept coming up to the stairs to ask the bouncer if they could come in. And every single time he was like, "Not my call, DJ's call." Like even Keelan couldn't get in. You arrived after we did. Yeah. You went to the bathroom. Me and Rosie are in the VIP section. You come up to me, and I go to the bouncer. I go, "Oh, this is my mate." And the bouncer goes, "Not your call, dude. Ask the DJ." Real good security, right? This girl keeps coming up to the bouncer and goes, "Let me in, let me in." He goes, "Not my call. This is the DJ." And then for literally, I reckon, an hour and a half, she stood with her hands up, waving and staring at the DJ for an hour and a half, just ignoring her friends, just trying to get his attention. And I saw him look at her for a while. And she saw, "Oh my God, he's getting into me. I'm going to get in the VIP." And then he looked at her and then went back to the decks and didn't look at her again for an hour. And she stayed there trying to get his attention. It was real glorious. I bet he felt so powerful in that moment. Yeah. You're hot and you're not getting in because you want to get in too much.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. King.
But also quite funny to watch all these groups of girls come in, stay in there for 5 minutes, realize, oh, it's not that cool, and then leave.
Yeah, that was the funniest bit is the realization that VIP is not that good. It is good for someone like me because as soon as I went to the bathroom, I'm getting stopped like 6 times.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but also when I'm trying to enjoy a night with my friends, can get annoying not for me, but for my friends who want to spend time with me rather than just, facilitating mobs trying to get photos with me. They want to hang out with me, right?
Yeah.
So it's good for that. But if you're just like a peasant, you know, like a normal dirty pleb, like a regular average serf, a wage slave, a person with a job.
Ugh.
Oh,
Okay.
ugh.
Cool.
You bought drinks tonight?
Ugh. You
Disgusting.
spent money?
Ugh.
Ugh.
Hang on.
Having trouble hearing you.
Hang on. You don't have a blue tick on TikTok? Yuck. How many followers do you have on Instagram? 3,000? Right? If you're one of those normal, like, you know, people who listen to this show. If you're one of those people, it's not fun. Like, you go up and then it's just like it's like a really empty club. That's what the VIP section is. It's an empty club and you're behind the speakers. And there's no opportunity to get drinks because if you leave the VIP, you'll be standing out front of the security guard shaking your tits trying to get the DJ's attention for an hour and a half.
Yeah. What a legend.
Well, it's good. Got to see a fight.
That's
well.
right. That's what I was going to say.
That was really good. A bird's eye view of a big punch on.
And the DJ had his son there, and I just stood behind his son during this fight, and I was like, fight.
Yeah, Keelan, as soon as we see punching, I stand up to look. Keelan stands up to make it worse, which is just how you get kicked out of the club. You're going, fight. And I'm like, dude, you're standing next to the security guard going, hit him. Also, that's how you get involved in the fight. Don't be an observer.
So funny, though. The fight was one of the best club fights I've ever seen.
It was a great one.
And one of the dudes was throwing punches and connecting with the chin.
There was like full-on connections. And the guy that was doing most of the punching, it went on for it was like a big fight. So it went on for like maybe 40 seconds, which is a long time for a fight until security managed to break through the crowd and break it up. 40 seconds is a long fight in a club.
Yeah.
Right? With multiple boys. Right? And the guy that was like just throwing punches and connecting every punch, which is so difficult to do when you're surrounded by a crowd, and he didn't really know who he was fighting, so he would just like turn and see a guy that looked angry, smack him in the face, turn, see another guy who's running at him, hit him in the chin. That guy was the whole time smiling and laughing.
Massive.
He loved
smile.
it.
Yeah. I
He really, really loved it. He was having, I don't think I've seen more joy on my face for a really long time.
Yeah.
He was just living his dream, punching on with 6 other guys and winning.
Good on him. And then when the security guard stopped him, I don't know if you saw this, but one bouncer took the guy who was getting punched, and then the guy who was throwing the punches was just kind of standing there with his mates, like smiling and laughing about what had happened.
Yeah.
And the security guard couldn't like drag him out, so it was just like, come on.
Stop that.
Yeah, come on, mate. Get out of here.
Yeah.
And it was just really pathetic.
Yeah, it was good. Did he leave?
Yeah, he left.
Yeah.
He was politely escorted out.
Yeah.
The guy who got punched in the face was like dragged.
Yeah. He may have started it. I'm not sure.
But I liked watching it.
I would hope that the guy really enjoying it didn't start it. You know? Because you'd hope that a guy that loves to fight doesn't use that unless he has to.
That night we didn't watch the fight, but we were walking into another club and we saw a guy getting arrested by like 10 cops.
10 cops, yeah. Massive brawl that we just missed. And then there was a security guard that was protecting the club where the fight happened, and the whole one side of his face was fucked up.
Yeah, it
like
was
red, swollen, purple. It was fucked up. I was looking at him and he just kept working. I'm like, this guy needs to go home. And I kept looking at the guy going, man, this security guard is a beast. He got absolutely rocked in the face. He should go to hospital rather than continue working. And after about 40 minutes of me going, dude, I can't believe this guy's not going home, Keelan goes, oh yeah, that's definitely a birthmark. I saw him the other day. I was like, okay. Whoops.
Should we call Luke?
Yeah, all right. Good way to end the episode.
I have one more thing to talk about after this.
Great. Well, that was that's the end of the podcast.
No, we have one more thing to talk about.
Okay.
So, end of year poster.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do the 2021 Luke and Lewis poster.
That's right. We're going to come up with a signed Luke and Lewis poster to celebrate the end of the year. We're going to get it drawn up.
Going to get it illustrated. So if you're an artist or an illustrator or some sort of person who can draw, send us your emails. We've been asking for a few call-outs recently. Anyone who emails us with like a resume, their email gets put into a folder so we have future reference.
No matter what skill you have, like a guy, Mitty, messaged us who made the new Luke and Lewis intro.
Yep.
We didn't ask him to do that. He just sent it through and showed us some other stuff that he'd done. We didn't need a music guy at all at that time, but now we're working with him on producing all of the music for the Loogies.
And
So
stuff for next year as well.
if you have a skill, you don't have to make something custom for us. Just send it through to lukeandlewis5@gmail.com, like a body of work. Like
Yeah.
if you're a creative person or if you've done something, if you have skills, show it to us, because we would much prefer to work with a talented member of the community than outsource and find someone and then catch them up to what the show is. So if you can draw, or if you can do anything else, send it through to us. We may not get back to you immediately,
if it
but
makes you feel better, it will be read.
yeah, but so often I do this with my own stuff. If someone sends me, oh hey, I do this.
Yeah.
I might not need something when you send it, but 8 months down the line, when I go, oh, fuck, I need a guy who does that thing. I know this dude messaged me, or this girl messaged me. They were really good. I'm going to reach out.
So we want to do a poster that has all the inside jokes and references from this year. So
Yes.
we're thinking Rod's lawnmower. We're thinking
All the Zoom
all the
eras,
Zoom,
new studio, pranks.
short stack.
Yeah.
We have a
Money
whole list,
Ryan.
actually, of things.
He giveth, he ignoreth.
Yeah.
Tassie era, like just all of the jokes, recurring running themes of the show. The wet cunt swim team.
That's right.
Everything to do with the show that has happened this year.
Chuck. So this is. I've got a list. Should
Yeah.
I read it out?
Yeah.
So we got Chuck Tester.
And let
on
us
there.
know if we've missed anything.
Yeah, or anyone that you think should make it. Short stack, Amity Affliction, which was a real short-lived meme, but it was quite fun at the time.
Yeah.
Courtney Borg will make it this
Miss
year.
Borg.
The Fleshlights,
Yuck.
Rod and his lawnmower, strip clubs,
Yeah.
VHS tapes, the kettle,
Yes.
straight out of Frankston, and then the two pranks Lewis and Luke both pulled.
Yeah. So if there's any small recurring jokes or parts of the show that you feel should be represented in this illustrated poster, we want to pack it full of Easter eggs and inside jokes for you guys. We want to make it the best poster that represents this year. We want to do one of these every single year that Luke and I both sign and ship out to you guys, something to frame to remember the year that we've had on the show.
Hang on.
Please do send it to us.
Mate, speak of the devil. Hello.
Yo.
Hello, Luke. Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me on my own show.
Yeah.
okay.
No worries, dude. What have you been up to?
Just been on a farm.
Oh, yeah? How's the harvest?
Pretty good this
Yeah.
year.
What are you growing?
No, it's good. Lots of stuff, flowers.
Yeah.
There's lambs, growing some lambs, chickens, eggs.
Ooh, I like lamb.
I love lambs.
Yeah, I know. They look so yum when they run around. But yeah, no, that's just it. I've kind of, as the tour's done now, I've just returned to simple farm life, and it's good to be back.
Yeah. Probably reminds you of home, right? Farmlands.
Yes, back, I know, Diamond City.
Mhm.
I miss it.
Great. Well, we're coming up to the end of the episode now. So do you have anything to wrap it up with?
All right, you told me to call, and you didn't actually have anything for me to say.
Well, we did do pet peeves.
Yeah.
Do you have any pet peeves?
Just when the harvest goes no good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geez, you've really reverted to farmer language there. You got a real farmer's
No good.
vocabulary. I hate it when the harvest goes no good.
What do you think about this pet peeve? People who like Adam Sandler movies.
Boo.
Yeah, I agree. They are overrated.
No. Some of them are terrible. A lot of them are great.
I've heard Uncle
Happy Madison?
Gilmore is
Oh, Happy
good.
Gilmore.
Oh,
Lol.
this is going to be controversial. I watched that one that everyone loves. Did not like it. It's the one where he's the kid, Billy.
Billy Madison.
I hate that
Billy
fucking
Madison.
movie.
Really?
Did
It's so
not
funny.
Like it. No.
Nah, you're wrong.
You guys are wrong.
What about that movie Bedtime Stories?
What's that?
I think it's like he would read his kids bedtime stories and they would come true. But I can't remember why.
All right, kids. Now it's time for the story where Daddy fucked Megan Fox and a clone of Megan Fox at the same time.
What movie was that?
Bedtime Stories.
I'd never heard of that one.
You guys haven't heard? I'm a bit younger than you guys, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
What was that other one where he pisses on the fence? Big Daddy or something?
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, that's my favourite one.
Wow.
They had the whole
Happy
scene
Gilmore
about
should be
McDonald's
your favourite.
breakfast and the homeless guy. That's comedy gold. Scuba Steve in the bath.
You know what Adam Sandler movies remind me of?
What?
Zoom episodes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Apologise to Adam.
A lot of people trying to be funny and not a lot of comedy getting done.
Nah.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider? Okay, he sucks. I'll give you that.
David Spade.
Come on. Who could forget Adam Sandler and his mates?
Come on, man. Kevin James is so good.
Man.
Mall Cop.
All right, I like Mall Cop.
Okay.
Mall Cop is
Okay.
underrated.
This is whose team you want to be on, Luke? The guy who likes Mall Cop but not Adam Sandler?
I just realised who I sided with. I'm now regretting it.
Yeah. See, come over to the light side, man. Do you have a?
I'm a big Happy Gilmore fan.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore is
oh, I
great.
love golf.
That's not the film. He doesn't really like golf. He's just really good at it.
I've never seen the
film's
movie.
good.
I'll be honest. I've seen one Adam Sandler movie in full.
The bedtime stories one.
No, the Pixels one, where
Oh,
What?
dude.
the games come to life. And
Okay, that's not really an Adam Sandler film.
yes, it is.
That's like saying I've seen a Will Ferrell movie. Oh, it was the one with Kevin Hart. No.
Yeah. Okay, you have not seen an Adam Sandler film. We're gonna watch Happy Gilmore. You'd
No,
love it.
I hate that fucking. I hate his face.
You would love Happy Gilmore. It's about a guy who's at massive asshole for no reason,
Okay, right.
and he yells at little kids.
I'm actually shocked that you don't love Adam Sandler films because
You should.
usually love bad things.
Yeah.
Nah, not Adam Sandler. I've always seen clips and I've never got around them.
Mm.
Unpopular
Anyway, man,
opinion.
this was really fun.
Yeah. Well, that's unless you have a pet peeve, Luke. I think that might bring us to the end of this episode.
I have a pet. There's 3 dogs here.
Is it called peeve?
No.
Ah,
It's
almost.
called Bindi.
Almost there. Oh well. Well, do you want to fare the listeners goodbye?
Guys, thanks so much for listening. Sorry I couldn't be there. Meg and I will be doing the
Meg.
next episode from the farm.
Mm-hmm.
If we can locate a microphone.
Yep.
If not, we'll still be doing it just without a microphone.
Great.
We're actually at a scenic lookout today for our episode.
Well, look out.
Oh, really? You're outside?
Yeah, Tinderbox Beach.
Mm.
Okay. Guys, I'll be honest.
Tinder
Can
is
I
a
just
place
be
you can
super
find a
honest?
lot of box.
What did you say, Luke?
Can I just be super honest for a second?
Yeah.
I've jumped in on this call,
Mhm.
what appears to be right at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting a lot of enthusiasm from you guys.
Well, we
No.
did try to call you earlier. We had the whole pet peeve segment lined up, ready to go, but you were too busy.
There was a good 10 minutes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, a good 10 minutes. So that's good.
Yeah.
A quarter of the episode was worth listening to. That's actually pretty good.
1/5. This one's probably going for 50.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
Not our strongest, but we also have seen each other every day for 2 months.
Yeah. We live together now. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, guys. Well, this has been super fun. I hope everyone enjoyed the episode.
Anyway, we got to get back to renovating, don't we, Keelan?
Yeah, that's right. Renovation Keelan on the way.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.